conference play in just their second game. So we look at the good defending.
And this is a forward. Look at Arkins tracking back all the way to take Agnew. Forward versus an outside left back trying to get into the attack.
Second try. Bump forward by Paradiso. Recaptured in the midfield by Ohio State. There's Purdue on it. They have to be careful. As they turn it over, Miyashiro steers it towards the midfield. The Buckeyes have the confidence of they can win a game late. It was a come from behind 2-1 win over Indiana on Friday. It's an unintentional bump.
Ball gets played in over the top. Erica Yan does a good job to come on out, clean it up early. And I think it's just an unintentional bump by Taylor Schisler. I think the referee had that one right. I think you make a comment, you tell the girls, hey, be careful, but it's certainly not worthy of a yellow card to me.
Just a little dominoes.
Yeah.
Everyone's okay. The player you spoke about, Molly Kuramoto. Where's number 10 for Purdue? And not a lot of sustained possession here. Both teams searching for that goal.
Neither team seems to be able to get a real rhythm in this game.
There was moments in the opening half. A long shot.
But
off the roof.
And hey, what do I know? You don't necessarily need rhythm to be able to get an opportunity on goal. I mean, 2-3 passes by Purdue, and look, we see number 27, Zayla, get her head up and just take a half chance, goes right off the crossbar. I think Geldernick had it covered, but shows you don't always need a ton of possession in order to create chances, particularly when you're strong at the counterattack.
We saw that with Lindsay Agnew's strike. She even seemed to be surprised when it entered the goal. Paradiso. Now on to it, Mediza Wolf. Wolf trying to turn some defenders. Perimeter of the penalty area. Paradiso is available. Across the face of goal, coming the closest was Mediza Wolf. As Paradiso, almost a creator there for Ohio State. Soria Toppin Herbert re-entering the match for the Boilermakers. Schisler, the intervention there for Ohio State. Just kept alive by the Buckeyes. It's Nicole Robertson. Purdue doesn't have it for long.
And I've liked the way that Robertson has come into this match and really made a difference. She's active, she's moving up there, and she's really been creating some opportunities on attack.
So it looked like Ohio State starting to get into a rhythm, but Purdue, they can counter on you quickly and create danger. Hairston watching that wisely go wide. The freshman keeper, Erica Yon.
Well, and take a look at this play just a few minutes earlier. We see Ohio State serving that ball in, and it's just a poor clearance. So often we talk about not the first ball, but that second ball. And Ohio State continues to stay with it and gets a decent opportunity off of it. It's so critical to take care of the little details, and it doesn't seem like it's a big thing, but getting quality clearances time and time again consistently is so important if you're playing that central defender role.
It's hard to make the right play, too, as an attacker in that chaos. The second ball off a penalty area, but Kayla Varner did a good job spotting out Paradiso in that last sequence.
Holly Gregory to play the Purdue corner.
So Gregory will play in the Purdue corner. Their 6th of the match, just like the Buckeyes. It's Nellums. Right in front of the keeper, Megan Geldernick. It's Geldernick able to paw it away. Second try, and wedged over the bar.
Great job by Geldernick to just get her right fist out there and punch it. That's perfect goalkeeping. If you can't go up cleanly, you can't easily grab it with both hands. You just want to punch it away, get as much clearance as you can to be able to regroup.
The always dangerous Sammy Edwards roaming the field for Ohio State. Sydney Dudley was surprised by that pressure a bit coming, but Nikki Waltz now just unable to hold the line, Ohio State. Robertson out wide, 1v2. So Robertson tries to sneak it into the penalty area. But a lot of numbers there for Ohio State and easily played away. Offside. Maddie Williams, the goal scorer for Purdue. So getting down to the crucial final 15 minutes of regulation. Does any team look more tired than the other?
They both actually, to me, look like they're doing a pretty good job of continuing to fight.
Little space opening up for Ohio State. And off, going forward at the other end. We speak of those goals in the first half. Hairston finding Maddie Williams, and then confusion on the Ohio State goal.
Well, and Lindsay Agnew just takes this half chance right here, sneaks it into the near post. Goalkeeper error. But it's good to see Erica Yon respond in the second half.
She's kept things clean here in the second, as along with Megan Geldernick for Ohio State. Room in the middle. Looking to uncork it from distance, the freshman Nikki Waltz is denied. The initial mistake, safely back to the keeper. So Ohio State flashing some speed recently, going forward, trying to break down this Purdue back line. Good save by Mia Shiro. Sammy Edwards. Shot doesn't get through, drops down to Edwards, lays it off. And Ohio State getting the chances just off frame here.
This has been a good little run of play, a good little sense of possession by Ohio State. Maybe the best that they've done all game. Great movement off of the ball, good combination play, and then they get a quality chance on goal. I like how Sammy Williams is looking to find that seam right in front of the Purdue defense. Right there.
Edwards overruns. Recaptured by Ohio State. Cross coming. As Edwards was rising up. A collision there in the penalty area. A couple of Buckeyes slow to emerge from the scrum as Alexis Degler back into the match for Ohio State. We saw Taylor Schisler with the opportunity moments ago for the Buckeyes. She's been feeling pretty confident recently, helped her head coach, Lori Walker, pick up her 200th win at Ohio State with a pair of goals last week against George Mason. Saturday, the Spartans battle in-state foe Eastern Michigan, or some will see Purdue and Southern Illinois. Then a special time of 4 Eastern, you'll see Penn State host UMass or the Gophers taking on San Jose State. Saturday on BTN and BTN to go. Dealing with the bright sun on this Sunday afternoon in Purdue. Whipped in by Lindsay Agnew. Little stumble by the Boilermakers.
Well, and here's the foul. Molly Kuramoto does a good job to take care of the ball. Actually, it looks as if she just kind of fell over the Ohio State defender. And the referee, what he did was he was holding, waiting to delay that call, seeing if they had advantage. Purdue did not have advantage, and so that's why you get the delayed call right there.
Hairston's service brushed out. Saw the deep throw work for Ohio State. Purdue trying to create some fun. Kuramoto. Doesn't matter what third of the field she's in, she's composed. As Nellums, little stroll out wide. Almost broke through. And look at the flip throw.
Krista Zalak taking that flip throw. I got to give credit to one of my former teammates at Santa Clara, Kimberly Pickup. She was the first person I ever saw to do this flip throw.
Almost creates danger, and it does. It's Maddie Williams again.
Maddie Williams, she just does a fantastic job of finding herself in the right place. These flip throws are so difficult to clear. They cover so much distance. And look at that. Maddie Williams, she's kind of like Wayne Gretzky. She goes where the ball is going to be, and she finds herself with great movement, just a little bit of a touch. And then again, just like in her goal in the first half, so calm and so composed, willing to take that first touch and then slam it home.
That's what goal scorers do. Here she is again, bidding for the hat trick, but Geldernick with the save. Just go to those quiet little areas where nobody's around, and the next thing you know, it's going to drop down. Maddie Williams has her second of the afternoon. So how do the tactics change now for Ohio State because they're running out of time.
Well, in these last 10 minutes, now that you're down a goal, you've got to take care of the ball. Make sure it stays on the field. You don't want to have any unnecessary fouls that Purdue can then use to take a few more moments off of the clock. You've got to be smart, take more risks, send numbers forward, and be quick, but you don't want to hurry. You've got to have that sense of urgency.
Oh, Ohio State. Almost a good look there. They do have the capability.
And against Indiana, they scored in the 89th minute.
It was Paradiso taken down in the final seconds. Kayla Varner converted from the spot, and then Paradiso provided the game-winning goal in overtime. It's the freshman Erica Yon. So happy to see that goal go in for Purdue off the boot of Maddie Williams. Corner delivered by Waltz. Touch first by Purdue. A lot of goals off the throws today. Purdue just did it. Lindsay Agnew has created danger frequently. Edwards knocked into the penalty area. Kuramoto gets a head on it.
And I got to give credit to Lindsay Agnew. She's typically started up top, and I don't know a lot of forwards who like to move back to the back, but she has been doing a great job getting up and down this left sideline.
You want to be a starter, it's good to be versatile, especially as a second-year player.
Well, and I think about so many forwards who have moved to the back on the women's national team currently. Crystal Dunn, a superstar forward for UNC, who now plays right back for the women's national team. Brandi Chastain, who is a forward for the women's national team in the World Cup, fights her way back in the left back position to earn a spot in 96 and 99.
Crafting a shot right to the keeper. Erica Yon was ready for it. Kayla Varner was able to get loose for just a second.
Kyla Varner does a great job of getting her hips all the way around to keep this on target.
Miyashiro. Varner keeps it on the grass. And almost a little spillage, but well done, freshman. It wasn't easy with players bearing down on her, but Erica Yon. Making sure she's okay after claiming that. Look at the collision.
We see a little ball in behind number 11, Alexis Degler, reading it, and it looks like she just, as she's striking the ball with her left foot, the ball ends up hitting Erica Yon's nose. Well read by Erica Yon to come off her line, smother that ball. Degler didn't have a chance.
The keeper seems unfazed. They might have to call on her once again, but going the other way, it's Maddie Williams for Purdue. She's already scored twice this afternoon. Separating her from the ball is Medisa Wolf.
Maddie Williams, her closing speed to defend is really fantastic. I mean, she looks like she's not too involved. She looks like she's just a little bit away, and she's able to strip the ball.
Another look at her recent work.
It looks almost like it hits her right hand a little bit, but she doesn't extend that arm. It's just kind of running through it, hits her stomach, and it's almost like she looks like, are they going to catch me?
Uh-huh.
But hey, Congratulations, way to run through the ball. That's why you do that, to make sure it just bounces off of any part of your body, keeps the momentum of the ball moving in the direction that you want to, and then she's able to slam it home.
Harkins in for Robertson, for head coach Rob Claudy and his Purdue Boilermakers. Still the tough work to be done by Purdue to persevere and get their first conference win of the season. Edwards in the race.
And so Coach Claudy, what he's telling his team right there is that he wants to get the ball to the corners. And it's really kind of a way to stall the game, like when you were able to play the four corners offense in basketball and you could just possess the ball and hold it for however many seconds. Same kind of idea. You want to get the ball to the corners. You want to be able to possess the ball, but you want to do it as far away from your goal as possible, which is in these two attacking corners of the field.
I like that, the four corners offense in the beautiful game, because you see it so often.
It's the two corners offense.
Flip throw coming in from Purdue again.
And again, he's just trying to be able to get that ball as quickly as possible away from their goal. She has that nice long throw. It's almost like a set piece, a free kick from there. And what happens? They earn a corner kick. My guess is they're not going to serve this ball into the box. Just going to play it short, possess it, and try and kill a few more seconds on the clock.
Holly Gregory to take the Purdue corner.
We'll see if Holly Gregory responds to the wisdom from Danielle Slayton and plays it short. Ohio State rather wise to that also, but it's exactly what Purdue does. Keep away in that far corner.
And again, now it's important for both of these teams to transition quickly. Purdue, get organized defensively. Ohio State, get the shape that you want. Make sure you win this initial header, maintain possession of the ball, and then go forward from here.
Paradiso in for Schisler. The late last hope for Ohio State as they look for the equalizer on the road. Purdue, meanwhile, trying to ice the match. Stall in that far corner, but read well by Ohio State. Sammy Edwards missing it. 90 seconds to go.
And again, if you're Purdue, you want to play simple and safe at the back. You want to take your time.
Available in front. Make it 3-1 Purdue. It's Nellums. Maddie Williams had a chance for the hat trick, but she passes it off. And it leads to another goal for the Boilermakers.
And we've been talking about holding the ball in the corners, not taking any unnecessary risks. But let me tell you, if you got a layup, you go for it. And that's exactly what Purdue does. Hairston, who's been so active all day, it's almost like she can't quite decide. She's holding the ball. It dummies right past Maddie Williams. And that is a simple finish to the far post for Michaela Nellums. She does a great job of maintaining her body over the ball. Nice and simple pass on the ground. Good team effort by that attacking front three.
Michaela Nellums, welcome to the Big Ten Conference. The junior has her first goal of her career. Unselfishness from Maddie Williams, and we've been seeing it all afternoon. Good things happen going forward when Alex Hairston has a chance to take it wide and craft it in. Very surprised that Purdue is able to find 3 goals this afternoon. dealing with injuries, but they find their offense. She's earned a little rest. Maddie Williams has 2 of these 3 goals, and the countdown underway, and the celebration will begin for Robert Clottey and his Purdue Boilermakers.
1-0.
And I think Purdue was really just able to execute their game plan better. They finished their chances on counterattacks. Ohio State wasn't able to use the width quite as effectively as I would have hoped, and they really weren't able to limit Purdue as they transitioned to attack quickly.
Pure Silk performance of the match, number 12, the sophomore for Purdue, freshman Maddie Williams.
Well, Maddie Williams got on the board early. Great run, cutting, slashing in front of Madisa Wolf. And again in the second half, just running through the ball, taking advantage of it, getting that shot on target. Fantastic job, and that was really the separation and the difference maker for Purdue.
Yeah, it's the sophomore. She gets a drink. Maddie Williams, 2 goals on the afternoon. Purdue has their first conference win. We'll wrap it up on the other side.
A ride like Pure Silk? That's hard. Legs like Pure Silk? That's easy. Pure Silk moisturizes for legs like Pure Silk. Legs like Pure Silk.
This is Pete. Pete is helping his aunt move, so he's not thinking about tires right now. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. Right now, he could get a $70 prepaid Visa card by mail when he buys a set of 4 select General tires. For details, he'd go to TireRack.com/TV. But Pete's not thinking about tires. Pete's thinking it would have been nice if his aunt had mentioned the Minor Bird. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
In a world of myths and gods, glorious warriors and their allies advance into battle. Choose your god and play now for free at Grepolis.tv. Get the app now.
I have Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's affects my life as a whole.
Parkinson's is a debilitating disease. A disease that has no cure. But at Purdue University, researchers hope to improve the outlook of those who receive this grim diagnosis using an alternative method, one that takes the patients to an unlikely place.
Go!
Rocksteady Boxing in Indianapolis.
We're taking people that have a neurological disorder, a death sentence, if you will, and we're giving them an opportunity to fight back.
25% of my patients come from Rocksteady. They don't get worse as quickly, and they tend to be better cognitively for longer.
We fight a common foe. That foe may eventually claim our bodies, but it'll never claim our souls. We will fight to the very end.
Celebration time for Purdue and Maddie Williams. First conference win. They do it at home today in style, 3-1 over Ohio State. I'm Dan Kelly, back with Danielle Slayton. Are you a little surprised that Rob Clottey's team found 3 goals and exploded this afternoon?
Well, I think he knows his team, and he knows how they can play. He knows the strategy, and they did just that. They were great on the counterattack. They transitioned to attack very quickly. They finished the chances that they got, and more than anything, they were resilient. They gave up the equalizer, and yet they were able to find 2 goals in that second half. You've got to give it to the Purdue Boilermakers for gritting it out and gutting it out today.
First conference loss of the season for Ohio State. Next up, a challenging opponent in Penn State. What's your advice to Lori Walker's team?
Well, you've got to regroup. I think when we talked to her earlier, she talked about having a little bit of an inconsistent team. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. I think they showed up today, but they've got to clean up some of the unforced errors, the passing and possession.
So once again, the final score, Purdue over Ohio State, 3-1. Maddie Williams, big afternoon. Not once, but twice. Also, Michaela Nellums The junior gets her first goal. Lindsay Agnew, first of the season, not enough for Ohio State. They'll go at it next against Penn State. For Purdue, they'll look for their second conference